Hello YouTube, welcome back to Tommy's Gaming Channel. I'm your host Tommy KM. In today's video, what I would like to talk to you guys a little bit about. In this video, I would like to give you guys my top 5 things that I learned from being at the North Lawrence Community Schools, from using their Wi-Fi, from checking out their different areas they have, and also checking out their different abilities on food service. So I hope you guys are ready for this video because I am. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell, so you guys will not miss out on any videos. And let's get this video started. So I'm going to make this into 3 parts. First part, we're going to talk about the Wi-Fi at the North Lawrence Community Schools. The second part, we're going to talk about the bus routes. The third one, we are going to be structured on a delays. And number 4, we are going to be mostly talking about the food services. So without further ado, let's get this video started. Okay? So if you guys are watching this on a TV and you guys would like to follow along, we will be using the North Lawrence Community Schools website. So it is northlawrencecommunityschools.com. Okay? So if I turn you guys around to their website, so they got this into 3 categories, okay? So the first category that I would like to talk to you guys a little bit about, this is about their special education area, okay? So they got Percentile Safeguards, Indiana Special Education Rules, and they got a very interesting one that uses this so much, which is honestly really kind of neat. And the bestest part about it, you guys can use this for their ability on like checking that out. So I had 3 different people helping me out during my school year there at the North Lawrence Community Schools. Number 1, I had Mrs. Lisa Higgins, okay? Actually, first one I had Mrs. Lori Sims. She was my mainly autism specialist at that school. So the second one that I had, which happened during high school, which I had 2 teachers in one area. Their names were Miss Kathy Eddington and Mrs. Lisa Higgins. So by all means, they were the nicest people ever, okay? So they had 3 things that I liked about it the most. Number 1, they were so very friendly during the entire operation. Number 2, they were most helpful for anybody with disabilities. Now, with that being said, we are going to be talking about the second one, which is transportation. So the transportation options you guys have for the North Lawrence Community Schools, you guys could either be car guided or you guys could be bus lifted from their different areas. So what they use a system called Find Your Bus Number. So this right here is their main system, okay? So they got a select number of bus people. They got Damon Brody and Transportation Administration Assistant Stacy Brown, okay? So with that being said, They got so many different areas and so many different places that they use so much in this school corporation. So they had like different bus services. They had different areas for different people to use. And which is the bestest part of all is their staff resources. So they got pretty much all these staff resources, but the thing to know is that the students could not use any of this. So they got Gmail, they got Public Employee Retirement Fund, they got Teacher Assistant, Time Clock, Indiana Department of Education link portal. They got work order, they got knowledge base, they got so many different areas, which is so very neat. Now they got this one right here. This one's the newest one. It is called Clever. And what Clever is like an automatic thing that they get to follow, which helps out with their lesson plans. Now, which their lesson plans they get to use is so many different areas in so many ways, which is so very neat. Now, each school is really different, okay? So, what they had, so if I go to right here, the schools, the first school that I went to was Bedford Middle School, which sadly Fayetteville Elementary is no longer on there. Okay. So now we got the daily student announcements. I'm a student, I'm a parent. I also got the cafeteria menu, daily schedule, course descriptions, more family resources. They got the cafeteria menus. So this one was mainly based by their own app, which is called Nutrient Space. So they got view menus. So this one's for the school district. So they got these different schools on here. So they got Playful Pathways Preschool. They got Parkview Intermediate, Parkview Primary, which is also on Playful Pathways. You guys can see what their food choices are for the week. So just in case your kids want to send their food. So kind of like on here, their breakfast is like a mandarin orange, chilled peaches, Cocoa Puffs, and they got apples. Now lunch is a different story because each preschool, you guys get to either go home for preschool or go into that one. So you guys got three choices for their things. So infants, toddlers, and stuff. So they got on here chocolate chunk pancakes, apple cinnamon crunch. They got bacon scrambled biscuits, bunny French toast, strawberry banana yogurt, and low fat milk, which is honestly really kind of convenient for them, which is honestly really kind of cool. Now, this one is their lunch. I doubt their lunch is really different from the other one, so they got classic pepperoni pizza, peanuts and cheese, soft white, soft whole green. They got Reuben tomato and Indian, smashed seasoned pears, rainbow high meatloaf, baked beans. So pretty much anything and everything you guys can imagine has at these schools. So if we go here to like Bedford Middle School, we go on down. We check this out for a minute. So breakfast, they got cinnamon toast crunch, they got low fat mozzarella sticks, So pretty much all this you guys can have for their meals. So this is just only for breakfast. Now lunch is a different thing. So you guys could get anything or everything you guys would like. So they got General So chicken, they got chicken and noodles, they got jumbo crispy chicken, they got classic cheese pizza, classic pepperoni, classic stuffed crust, hot pepper flakes, they got grilled green Parmesan cheese, they got so many different areas, which is so neat for their lunch. So these are their extra ones. They got an apple, they got pears, they got squash, they got frozen celery, fresh celery sticks, a pea salad, and milk, which is honestly really kind of convenient for their different stuff. Now they got Bedford North Lawrence High School, so this one is going to be different because Bedford North Lawrence High School has several different options that rely on the students' taste buds, so which is honestly really kind of cool. So they got right here their lunch, okay? So they got pretty much the exact same menu as the other one, but they get so many different choices. So that right there is their lunch menu. That is we talked about special education, we talked about the transportation, talked about the staff resources, and we also talked about the meals. Now, the fifth one that I would like to talk to you guys a little bit about, and this one's about their Wi Fi, which I'm sorry to say this, but most schools in the North Lawrence Community Schools area does not have Wi Fi. And I'm sorry to say that because they have so much good Wi Fi in so many good areas, which is so very neat. And this place is like so very good for their different stuff. So also which makes this the bestest thing is that they get to help out without a doubt, which is really kind of neat. Now this one's what their want new section, so they don't got nothing. So on their calendar, they got our school programs. So this one's what their programs look like. So they got nothing on this one. So we are going to switch it to Bedford North Lawrence High School. This one is the main high school in Bedford. So you guys are going to have to think of this as a school like that. So they got the B&L advisory, which is honestly the most interesting thing. So right here, you guys can sign into this, which is part of the B&L advisory, which is plus time. So what plus time is, that right there is to help you guys out. So did not have Matthew Canada, but I had this person right here, Kelly Storms, and she was one of the bestest choices for helping out with my problems because she was so very nice. She was so very helpful. She also calmed down my nerves during high school, which sadly she was the vice principal. So they had different areas that did that more magical, which is honestly the bestest thing of all, which honestly makes this place so very neat. So you guys see that they got a Chromebook agreement form. So this one right here is the North Lawrence Community Schools for their different area. So they got replacement for a Chromebook $284.21. They also got parent name, and they also went the damage plan. That's the most important one. And they also went the Guardian in section, which what they use, this is their office use. So they got serial number assigned, which is honestly really kind of interesting. So whenever I went to the Excel Center worked on that, which was really good. And they also had their own website, which if I could get on it. So I type in the Excel Center and this right here will pull up, okay? So then if we go on down to their main one, which they got the Excel Center Bloomington, which is honestly one of the bestest choices for anybody to help them out, which is honestly one of the bestest choices that I have found when going to the Excel Center, because they had so many different people helping out there. They had so many different people there. They had so many different areas, which is so very great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have, please make sure to hit the thumbs up. And if you guys are already subscribed, thank you very much for choosing my channel. Without the graces help, my channel wouldn't be alive. So please make sure to be kind, be faithful, and also be very gentle on different people. Alright guys, that's it. Have a great day in YouTube. I will see you guys back here tomorrow from a different location.